Basking in the presence of the Lord. So now, as I was looking at Ephesians chapter 6 during my quiet time and study, I saw something quite interesting that I thought, let me share with the family on the channel. So now, it reads as follows. It says from verse 10, it says, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." And I started meditating on that, and I think it's very naive of us as believers. We have not really taught one another that the devil has got schemes, that he is plotting against us. And I think it says schemes in plural, not just one strategy for you, but he's got strategy upon strategy on how to derail us from our salvation walk, family. So as I was looking at that, I was like, my goodness, what are the devil's schemes, especially when it comes to the 5 F's of life, when you look at your finances, what are his schemes? And are there any characters in the Bible that he attacked? Could I learn something from them that maybe it's the same thing that's happened to me? Look at Saraf and this Ananias. They promised to give at the church. They made a pledge to sell their land and give to the church. Nobody approached them. They were moved by the Spirit Sunday morning. But when the money arrived after selling the property, they decided to keep some and give some to the church. So now, ultimately, because they lied, they ended up dying. But could that be some of the schemes of the devil that he is applying in our lives, that instead of giving generously, I started thinking about that rich man who had achieved so much. He did everything that he could do. He planted and he harvested. Because he had harvested so much, he decided to build a back room or an extra storage place where he could put his harvest in. But now when God looked at him, he said, "Oh, foolish man, today you won't rise. You are going to die today." And then he died and he left all that. Could that be some of the strategies or the schemes that the devil is, that we keep hoarding instead of being givers? I was just thinking that he has one of the schemes that we were taught, that how hard it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom, but at the same time, woe unto you if you do not leave an inheritance for your children's children. So could this be some of the schemes that the evil one, when it comes to our finances, is using to derail us? Or since it's his system, the God of this world, 2 Corinthians 4:4 says the God of this world has blinded them. The God of this world is in charge of the monetary sector. I started thinking along those lines, could it be? The Word of God tells us every 7 years, if you've got a debt, wipe it off. But the world is this thing, you go to the grave with your debt, and if you have not paid it off, your children might have to incur, or whatever system they have in place to make sure that debt is been taken off. They take your property, they take whatever you leave behind so that your debtors or creditors, they take their money from you. Could this be the schemes? When we look at marriages, how it's so hard these days to see a couple that's been married 30, 45 years, 50 years. What are the schemes that he has put in place for you and your marriage that is attacking you constantly? Relationships, friends, family, your health, as I said, the 5 F's, your health, your fitness. What are the schemes that he has put in place that we do not even take care of our own bodies, that we do not teach one another, we need to be aware of these things, that, he is constantly attacking us, the evil one, that is. So as I was looking at that, I started meditating on that John 10 tells us the thief comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's his strategy, to kill, steal, and destroy. So what is he killing in your life? What is he stealing? He could be stealing your joy, your purpose, from seeing that you are a royal priesthood. There's a particular way you need to serve God, not just anyhow. there's a particular way as a priest you're supposed to work, conduct yourself. No, but if we are not taught this information, come as you are, right? You come as you are. But as time goes, you need to understand you are progressing from our previous talk. You are progressing from the outer core. Because come as you are, we start at the outer core, but we progress from outer core. You need to go to the inner core and holy of holies. But if the evil one, the devil, has managed to derail us in terms of what we teach one another, what we share on these platforms, you will come as you are and stay as you are. But we need to teach one another to the point that we need to know his schemes, that when you come to the Lord, you need to grow, you need to progress beyond come as you are. You need to get to a point whereby you have your own personal relationship. You are a son. You need to get to that point where you are a son. Anyway, so family, we will dwell some more on these so that we get to know what are his tactics, how we protect one another. As I was looking at that, I started thinking of, those demons in the Old Testament, your Molech, Beelzebub, and Bobab. But as much as in the New Testament we do not talk about them, or we are not made aware of them, yes, greater is he that is in us, But if you are an ignorant believer, these things are still there, these demons are still there. So we need to teach one another so that we know, okay, I might not find myself serving the wrong God, family. As